Alexa, play Jerusalem.
Jerusalem and similar songs on Amazon Music.
Alexa, volume 8. Good morning, everybody. Straight Talking Half Soul. Coming on for what was going to be my last piece of post until I go come back from my holiday on the 15th of November. The response to what my posts have been has been immense. I've gone from having 1,000 followers on X and 1,000 followers on Twitter to over 20,000 on both. And that says to me that there's a lot of people out there who want change. And that's all I want is change. And that music there, that's what I was brought up on. That's the kind of music that they used to play in England when I was young, when I was in the military. Jerusalem. These were fighting, not fights, so it's not the right word. There were songs of passion about culture, about us. And that doesn't mean, I'm not saying white us, I'm saying anybody us. Black, Chinese, the Gurkhas, all the people who fought for England, that's their song. Oh, fucking hell, I'll get upset again. I can't hear it without getting upset because it's emotional, it's patriotic, it's passionate, it's love, it's everything. Give me a second. And you might think, oh, he keeps getting upset, and you might think, what kind of guy is he? I'll tell you what kind of guy I am. I'm the kind of guy who's had too many people die around me. Too many good friends, too many family. We were 7 children under 10. One of them physically, mentally handicapped. Never got past the age of 3, and she's 60 now. My mum and dad were chronic alcoholics. They died early from being drunks. My dad died in awful circumstances. When he died, he was 7 stone. He was my build. I'm 16 stone, 6'2". My dad was 16 stone, same size. When he died as an alcoholic, he was 7 stone of skin and bone. And he had big piles of flakes of skin either side of his chair where his skin was just dropping off, because that's what alcohol does, it destroys you from the inside out. So, got my composure back now. A lot of people on social media are calling me a wanker, a nonce, a paedophile, and all that kind of stuff. And the only thing I would say to anybody who thinks that even might be true, if you believe that of me, which is wrong, but hey ho, sometimes the left-wing shouters, the screamers as I call them, they have far more say about what a person is. Nobody cares anymore, as long as they're shouting their righteous bollocks. And, they have causes, the Black Lives Matter, let's say, justice for Chris Cabba. And then I wouldn't mind if it was all black. There was white women out there the other day screaming their heads off about Chris Cabba's been murdered. And I think, what are we doing here? Why have we come to this? And I've got to say, I'm going to blame the whole thing on one thing and one thing only. Left-wing education. Because I brought my kids up to be strict. My mates brought their kids up to be strict. And really, a lot of the kids now have absolutely zero respect for their parents. And I think that's been indoctrinated from school. When I was at school, I was regularly getting told off because I was a naughty kid. I was always used to make people laugh, and the teachers hated me for it. And the English teacher took me in the cupboard and twatted me around the face with the blackboard rubber, and then left me in there for 10 minutes, and then said, "You can come out now." I mean, I'm not saying that's right, by any way, shape, or form. If you get to most schools now, the headmistress will be some wishy-washy lefty, and all the kids are getting bullied, and the fucking whole place is a mess. There's no discipline. I think they should bring martial arts, get some Japanese people in and get martial arts at the schools, because that will focus the kids' mind. I ran a martial arts school for 30 years, and I was one of the most popular instructors in the area, and people used to come from my school for other schools and say, "That was shite, we've come to see you." And I used to let the parents watch the class as well, because I thought if they're watching, they can see what's going on. And when the kids got hurt, you'd go to mum and go, "Oh, no, Johnny, don't cry." And I'd say, "Sit down!" If he cries, he's going home. And the kid would go, because that's what kids need. Kids need a father figure. And the problem with the black community, straight up, no father figures. Nobody's saying, "Fucking don't do that. Don't do that." Nobody putting their foot down on them. If parents were all disciplining their kids, we wouldn't be in shit street order now. But the schools have got a lot to answer for. The unions have got a lot to answer for. The left-wing dogma that spews out of uni students when I've met them is absolutely awful. And now I'm kind of ranting, but I feel passionate about the things I do. So, there's a guy called Bugling G on X who thinks he's a smart ass trying to out me. Does he not realise that by putting my face on camera, I've outed myself? You know, every time I walk into bars now, people say, "I know you, don't I?" I said, "Do you?" He goes, "Yeah, I saw you on telly with Mark Dolan. I saw you on telly with James English. I saw you on telly with Liam Tufts." I've effectively outed myself. So now, never thought I'd do this, and I probably wouldn't have done it if I was still with my girlfriend, to be honest with you, with Jane, who I love to pieces. I probably wouldn't have outed myself, but I wouldn't have outed myself for her. You know, because I don't want to bring anything on her, but I'm not with her anymore, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to tell you all about me now. Firstly, women keep asking where they get the shirts from. They're Claudio Lugli shirts. He's an Italian designer in London. Tyson Fury uses them. They're the best shirts in the world. They cost £100 a throw, and I've got 20. I like a nice shirt. When you put these shirts on, you feel good. You feel fucking amazing, to be fair. So, that's that. Right, my real name is Dave White. I joined them in 1976, and that service number was D157455U. I did 9 years in the military, and in the military, my best friend at 21 died on the field gun track in 1982. His name was Darby Allen. The books, all the names of the book are wrong because I deliberately didn't want to protect people who didn't want to be known. But Darby's dead, so he won't care. He was my best friend. He died, 21 years old, flying out to ride back. I'll never forget that day. He died in front of me, literally a yard away, with his head, blood coming out of his ears, where the shear legs dropped on him and absolutely wiped him out. I knew he was dead, and I started crying straight away. My sister, Anne, 42, she had diabetes in a bad way. She had to inject. I don't know which whether it's type 1 or type 2. Her mate died of diabetes at the same age. My sister Anne went to a funeral and got pissed and forgot to take her diabetes and died on the same night. You couldn't make this shit up. Okay? So my sister died. Her sons fucking fell apart. She had 2 boys. She was on her own. She didn't have a husband. Her sons literally fucking fell apart. One of them is okay still. The other one went off the rails. Cocaine, prostitutes, mental. Completely lost the plot. I'm not going to name them, but they know who they are. Both of them. What else is bad? My best mate, Alan, his wife killed herself because he was having an affair. They were both having affairs. But the circumstances were, she ended up killing herself. She topped herself. She phoned her best mate. She said, I'm going to kill, you've hurt me badly, I'm going to kill myself. And the mate said, "Fuck off, you're pissed." Put the phone down. Look, it's all in the book, so I'm not going to go any more about that. But if you want to know about a real life, a hard life, a harsh life, a life where adversity has been overcome many, many times, many, many deaths, buy the book. I'm not pumping it for the money. I don't give a fuck about the money. All right, 70p. I get 70p a book. You know, we're not worth anything. But read the book, because what it says to you is, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, you can be somebody. My brother, the house I'm in now, is a millionaire. Council house kid, millionaire. So don't tell me I didn't make it because I was black, because I was whatever, because I was poor, because I live in a poor estate, because I have a hard life, because I'm telling you now, there isn't a fucking person in this country now who's had a harder life than my 6 siblings. Okay? We came from shit, and we've all made good. We've all worked hard. We've all produced nice kids. We've all produced industrious working kids. So something's going wrong with society, and I think it's this left-wing dogma that's absolutely sucking the life out of the UK economy, because we're not productive anymore. And why we're not productive? Because we all want maximum money for minimum effort. We all go to work with the intention of doing fuck all. And I was at the dockyard in 1982, Exeter, years late, millions over budget, because the dockyard wished to come and go to sleep on board. They never did any work. For 1 year, the year I was waiting, they did no work. We're sitting there waiting to come out. The dockies did no work. The town shipyards, gone. Union control, now gone. The unions kill employment. They don't fucking save workers, they kill business. They make the business untenable, and you've got to go. You can't handle it. And the Labour Party are always with the unions, and that's why the Labour Party will always destroy the country. You know, those who aren't my age, you look at the winters of discontent in '72, where we had to have candles every night and rubbish piled up in the streets everywhere, because Labour let the people know, the working people, that they can take the piss and it'll be all right. So they take the piss. That's human nature, I'm afraid. So, I've just been watching GB News, and, Kemi Badenoch. If you don't get behind Kemi Badenoch, you Tories, you will never see government again. Okay, that's your first warning. That's my first prediction. If the Tories don't get behind Kemi Badenoch, they will never see political life again. They need to get rid of all the lefties out of that fucking government that have achieved nothing. Robert Jenrick, he's saying he's ex-military. He ain't a fighting man. I've shit harder men than Robert Jenrick. I've shit bigger men than Robert Jenrick, to be honest with you. Robert Jenrick ain't going to make anything. Robert Jenrick says that, oh, look at me, out the HSR, how mean is that? What he's not telling you is he has to get the fucking vote of the rest to do that. He has to get however many through Parliament to come out of the HSR. He can't just walk it out himself. What a load of old toffee. At least Badenoch's straight. Badenoch's the black Margaret Thatcher. But even better, because she's very, very quiet. Margaret Thatcher was quite a loud lady and made a lot of enemies. I think Kemi Badenoch is going to be like the best Prime Minister we've ever had. So let's get behind her. I was going to start looking, I've said on my post, if you look back, my jury's out on reform. I'm not sure about them. Because to me, they are the wind and piss party. Okay? They talk a good job, but they're not going to do one. They're going to be the same as everybody else. Fucking pussyfooting around. Okay, so don't vote reform, because it's not going to save you. We need to get the Tories re-established. And if some reform guys want to go there and bolster it up, because you are decent, and even Farage might be okay, but I don't know. They've got no track history. You can't say, well, they are this and they are that, because they've got no fucking history whatsoever. So go behind Kemi Badenoch, all you Tories, otherwise you'll never see government again. That's my prediction. And within the 5 years of this Parliament, if the Labour are still in and the King hasn't dissolved Parliament, as he should, completely, and having another election, we are fucked. 5 years down the line, there will be no country to govern. We'll be an Islamic state in this country. At the rate of immigration in this country, of people who hate us and want to change us, it's massive. If we don't stop that, we have got no future. You Middle England people, you need to wake up. The woke are running the show, and you need to wake up. So that's that. Now, I'm going to do my speech in another one last podcast. I'll do my speech. So I had a speech for Tom Roberts today. I went to Tom Roberts. I was going to be on there today to make my point, to get my voice out there, because what I'm saying is right. I've never told a lie in my life, apart from when I was undercover, the people I lied to be what I had to be to get them all locked up. I've never told a lie to any wives. I've never had an affair. I'm flame-proof. If you want to come and get me, the deep state, wherever you fucking are, keep getting phone calls, back off, mate, the deep state will kill you. The deep state hasn't got the balls to kill me. All the fucking means. Oh, bollocks. Total bollocks. So, I'm out with myself. My name's Dave White. I joined the police in 1984 and at Hendon. My warrant number was 941823939. Check it out, you wankers who think you can fucking make me look small. You're all pussies. Compared to me, you're complete dipsticks. I might come across as a bit aggressive. I'm not. I'm generally a mild man, but I'm passionate about what I'm saying now. And I might come across as being a bit of a big head. Well, I'm not big head, but I am fucking well and truly qualified to do what I'm going to do. So the company I'm forming, get behind me, because we're going to put politicians on the back foot, the dishonest ones. There's a couple of people inside who want to talk about Lee Murray, weaponised justice, Jim Fulton, weaponised justice. But I'm running out of time, so I'm going to do a second video and put one up after the other. Please stay with me, because I'm going to save this country from a fate worse than death. Me and a few other good men, in fact, a lot of other good men. You wouldn't believe the response I've had to my last couple of posts.